I'd like to propose a new punctuation mark for all our daily conversations and political speeches, our pillow talk, text messages, and dreams. To represent it, I've chosen the yin-yang symbol, and I've named it the Obama. I'd like to invite you to consider how you might use the Obama, and here's what I've been thinking. The Obama deserves its own space on the keyboard, not just tucked away in wingdings and zap dingbats, but front and center, maybe even swapping places with the letter X, so that each time the left ring finger attempts that small but crucial leap, we have to touch the Obama's bright tail of light, its dark tadpole of tears, and caress the curve between ignorance and awareness that tornadoes every human heart. The Obama unbotoxes the tongue, picks shrapnel from the throat of syntax, disables winking pop-up ads, and croons, lithe and smokin', like David Sereda channeling Sam Cooke.
I was born by the river in a little town. Oh, and just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Shedding accusation, innuendo, and distortion, the full Obama saunters on stage, slim as an exclamation point, fires not just sound bites, but rounds of perfect prose more powerful than a speeding bullet. Look, up on our screens, the commander-in-chief of the English language. Yes, the Obama has gone viral, and we are all infected. Comfortable with complexity, the Obama embraces both black and white, but is defined by neither. Knows deep in its bones it's not about self, but finding common ground, standing in the middle of argument, addressing all points on the circle, all that is dark within us, all that is light, the light within the dark, and the dark within the light. Just as the sun casts shadow, moon lightens the night, and tears conjugated history when your namesake stood among hundreds of thousands, raised high his daughters in black and red, and the love of his life mouthed the words, "I love you." I can't help but remember when I stood in another large crowd at the base of the Washington Monument, and another African American told us his dream, and somewhere in that crowd was a black woman named Cassie Smith, who helped raise me in segregated Southern Virginia, had her first child at the age of 13, walked each day to the white side of town to clean and cook for another family, raise another mother's child. Somewhere in that crowd stood Cassie Smith, radiating cinnamon and dough rising with brown sugar and melted butter, hearing one day her children would be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And though she didn't live to see that day, it's her arms I feel around me now, her tears I feel on my cheek, as I watch Jesse Jackson weeping and hear the words, "President-elect." Is it any wonder the Obama starts with the O of ovation and ends with the ah of ecstasy? Literally, a standing outside oneself, coaxing us to add a coda, that it's not them, but us who have to change, to create stories we can believe in. Because it all starts with the word, and it's up to us to find new ways to put those words together. You may be wondering how to use the Obama in a sentence. Well, that's something we each have to figure out, but for now, I'm going to let it replace that fuss budget, the semicolon, interject itself between two independent and opposing clauses, suggest a third possibility, not transition, but transformation. And yes, raise expectations that might not be met. Because what's important is how the Obama maneuvers through our deepest structures, how it layers like winter's first snow on each and every dark branch, soft, enveloping hard. How it balances in a time when debt is measured in trillions, like a lone Tai Chi master. How it perches plump as a thrush, singing its song twice over. Once for the dark, once for the light.
It's been long time coming, but I know change is gonna come.